Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and I'm back with another live commentated VGC 14 match. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the last videos in the series in terms of live commentated battles on the actual online ladder, because as you know, the online ladder shuts down tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST. So really sad about that, but I have plenty of different things to do, including, just getting casual battles with a lot of people I know. And there's also the May International Wi-Fi Challenge, which is a VGC tournament. You can actually sign up for that. It's really great practice, even gives out some championship points for Worlds, and I'm going to definitely be playing it. I'll probably be streaming it on twitch.tv/KickAtAZ as well. You can find that in the description below. But yeah, there should be at least 60 quality matches from that tournament, so I'll have plenty of content for the channel. But, for the actual series for the online ladder, I wanted to bring a new Pokemon today, Mega Pinsir, since I was kindly donated it, and it's really, really interesting to me because it's really speedy and it counters, not counters, but it does fairly well against two of the best Mega Pokemon in Charizard Y and Kangaskhan. The supporting cast is all Pokemon that I decided would be good to help support it in terms of Intimidates and Burns, so that's why I have Aerodactyl, Salamence, Klefki, Gengar, and Rotom Wash. So my opponent's team is Talonflame, Scrafty, Amoonguss, Chandelure, Abomasnow, and Rhyperior, so a very Trick Room center team. By the way, if you guys didn't know, yesterday I was at a live VGC 14 tournament out in Long Island, West Babylon, and I live commentated the entire tournament, and it was streamed on Nugget Bridge. If you didn't catch those games, definitely check it out on Nugget Bridge's YouTube. They were all really, really good games featuring some of the craziest Pokemon I've seen in VGC 14. Just a couple of examples. We saw Miltank, Life Orb Moltres, Life Orb Zapdos, Jumpluff, Scyther, and these are all used by top players. So check it out on Nugget Bridge's YouTube. Anyway, into this match. The only Pokemon I'm really worried about is that Talonflame. Unfortunately, Pinsir can't take advantage of its really good speed because I am going up against a Trick Room team. But my Gengar does run Taunt, which is good in shutting down that Chandelure. So I think I'm going to lead with Gengar. Oops, going to the summary page there. Gengar, can't get faked out by Scrafty either, which is really good. I think I actually ran into this guy yesterday. He saw that my Gengar was carrying Taunt. He protected Chandelure the first turn. Second turn, he still went for the Trick Room, but that time I went for the Shadow Ball, so it then ended up costing me pretty gravely. So I'm going to go with Gengar. Now I got to figure out who my other lead is. I kind of like Klefki for the Safeguard support. It just really sucks that Pinsir can't really do. I'm going to lead with Pinsir just because that has a really good amount of offense to start off. I'm going to have Rotom Wash and I think Klefki in the back. Klefki or Salamence. Ooh, decisions. You know what? I'm going to go Salamence. If I can prevent him from setting up Trick Room, I can easily win this game. But if Trick Room goes up, I'm going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So I'm going to have to rely on Gengar and its Taunt to help carry me through this. Of course, he does have Amoonguss to Rage Powder things away too, which does cause some trouble. So we'll see what he decides to lead with. Of course, I'm going with the pretty offensive lead in Gengar and Pinsir. Let's see. He's going to go with Amoonguss and Chandelure. Yeah, so that's probably his best case in ensuring that Trick Room goes up. So that's not something that I want to see. So I'm going to go with my Gengar and Pinsir, but unfortunately, he is pretty much guaranteed a Trick Room up now, and I'm probably thinking I should have brought in my Klefki instead, but I'm going to go for the Taunt here onto the Chandelure, in case he doesn't say, go for the Rage Powder. I'm going to go for the Return, which is boosted by Mega Pinsir's ability, of course, Aerial 8, which turns Return into Flying type, but my Trick Room matchup is rather poor, and I really think I should have brought in Klefki now just so I had swagger to try to stall things out, especially since Scarfments isn't going to perform very well. But I'm going to Mega Evolve. He is going to go for that Rage Powder though, as expected, so good play by him there. That's going to redirect both my Taunt and my, of course, Return was targeting it. And I'm probably thinking I should have went for the Rock Slide there to go for the flinch chance, but instead I just went for the Return. This is going to be super effective. You see there, Mega Pinsir knocking it out in one hit. Really, really nice, but now I have to deal with Trick Room, and that's not good at all. Starting up 4-3, but of course, like I said, my Trick Room matchup here is very weak, and you'd have to expect Mega Abomasnows coming in here to both break my Gengar's Focus Sash, and because it gets the super effective Blizzard off onto Pinsir. And you do see Abomasnow come in here, so really good start for my opponent, as now I am in a whole lot of trouble. He's probably just going to go for the Blizzard. Blizzard not going to knock out Gengar because I have Focus Sash, but a smart double target, say with the Heat Wave, is just going to knock the Gengar out, unfortunately. So I really have to conserve my Pinsir now. So I'm going to go for a double Protect here on the first turn just to try to stall out Trick Room. If I can make Trick Room end, Pinsir might actually be able to help me clean up the game. But of course, Pinsir is actually weak to the Ice Shard from Abomasnow as well. So Mega Abomasnow really an issue right now, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go about winning this game because he basically has 2 full turns of Trick Room to take advantage of, but if I could switch into my Rotom Wash, which doesn't get affected too much by Blizzard and Heat Wave, I might be able to just stall things out. He does go for that Blizzard right away. Chandelure just launches a Heat Wave, so now it indicates to me that I can switch in the Rotom Wash without much issue. So I think I'm going to go for that. Unfortunately, I'm not running Feint on this Pinsir, which would make hitting the Abomasnow, you know, with the Aerial 8 boosted Feint, it would be pretty cool, but can't make that play in this case. So now I'm going to switch out Pinsir into Rotom Wash. I'm thinking of just going for a double protect with Gengar. If I get that, that would be huge. I don't like going for double protects this early in the game, but I think I might be in the position where I really might need to go for it. I also might consider switching out to Salamence. But you know what? I'm going to go for the double protect here, because if I do get it, that will basically only make me lose 1 Pokemon in the course of Trick Room here. So I'm going to switch out to Rotom Wash here. From Pinsir. Pinsir really key in this matchup, able to hit all his Pokemon for a ton of damage. Gengar fails that protect, unfortunately. He is going to get another Blizzard off. That's probably going to KO my Gengar. Let's see. Oh, Gengar hangs on with just a bit, but you'd have to imagine the Heat Wave is coming. As Rotom avoids it, but Gengar is not going to avoid that. Yeah, so if I got the double protect here, that would have been really, really good for me, but unfortunately not rolling my way, but it's fine. That's 2 turns of Trick Room stalled. Now I just need 2 more turns to go. Of course, I do have a protect on Rotom and Pinsir, but it's going to come down to the last turn. Here I'm going to bring in Salamence. Salamence, probably not the right Pokemon to bring in this matchup. I definitely should have taken Klefki over the Mence, just because Klefki can Thunder Wave and Swagger, which is big in, you know, just making things roll a bit better in your favor. Now the question is whether he wants to Blizzard or Energy Ball the Rotom Wash. If he Blizzards, that's going to KO my Salamence. If he Energy Balls, that KOs my Rotom. You know what, I'm going to go for a risky play, Fire Blasting the Abomasnow and protecting Rotom, hoping he Energy Balls me, because I can live a Blizzard and Shadow Ball, and he doesn't want his his Chandelure to just faint. So semi-risky play. If I were him, I would try to target down the Rotom, but let's see. I am going to protect with Rotom, so let's see what Abomasnow goes for. Abomasnow, oh, it just goes for the Blizzard. Ouch. So that's going to be a one-hit knockout onto my Salamence, unfortunately. And looks like I might have to rely on a double protect now on Rotom. Of course, I didn't get it with Gengar earlier, so the chance of me getting it with Rotom is a bit higher, but we'll see. So now it's actually coming down to the last couple of turns. Game's still not over yet. Pinsir can definitely just Rock Slide his way out, of course. But if I get the double protect with Rotom, that would be huge. So I am going to protect here with Pinsir, of course, and that's guaranteed. But now I'm going to go for the double protect with Rotom. Didn't get it with Gengar earlier, hoping I can get it this time. Of course, protect down to 1/3 now in VGC 2014. He's actually going to switch out the Abomasnow into Scrafty, and that's a really smart play, because now he gets the Fake Out that following turn, and he gets the Intimidate off onto Pinsir as well. But let's see if I can get my protect. Oh, he actually protects with Chandelure. Interesting. Okay, so by making this play, he ensures like he gets a Fake Out next turn. I actually failed both protects there, as the hail continues to fall on the field. But that was a smart play to bring in the Scrafty, just so you know he can Fake Out and try to set up another Trick Room. But let's see. That should be, yep, Trick Room ends here. So now I have an important decision to make. I'm not sure if my return, of course return is boosted and it's flying type instead, so it'll hit that Chandelure for a good amount of damage. Not sure if we can actually pick up the KO though. If it can't, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. The Fake Out is definitely coming out onto Rotom Wash this turn. So I might have to rely on a flinch here with a Rock Slide. I really wish I knew my Mega Pinsir calcs a bit better. That Chandelure, of course, relatively bulky. Pinsir hits an attack side of 207, which is pretty ridiculous. I think I might just go for the return play here onto the Chandelure and the Hydro Pump. And I'm hoping return just picks up the knockout here. Fake Out is going to come out. Let's see who it targets. It does target that Rotom. Alright, so it comes down to how much damage this return can do. If return picks up the KO, that's basically going to seal the game up for me, I think. But let's see. Of course, return flying type, not normal type because of Pinsir's ability. And, oh, it just misses out on the KO as Trick Room goes up again. That's really unfortunate. That is basically going to seal things up for me. And, I mean, running the Jolly Pinsir definitely hurt as well. And he's in a really good position to win the game now. Cool to see Mega Pinsir and Mega Abomasnow go up against each other, though. Now he can just safely Heat Wave and Drain Punch, sadly. Gonna go for a double protect. It's pretty much a lost cause now. I'd have to get very lucky to avoid a KO here. He's going to switch out the Scrafty into Abomasnow. Good play there, as he's definitely Heat Waving with Chandelure, which is going to knock out Pinsir, regardless of a protect. If it doesn't protect, you know, knocks it off. If it does protect, then Abomasnow comes in freely. Rotom going for the protect here. Even if Rotom, say, went for the knockout onto Chandelure, still wouldn't have mattered that much. Mega Pinsir is a really good Pokemon, but unfortunately, in the Trick Room matchup, it is rather frail, and Intimidate is really its biggest weakness. Such a common ability in VGC, and the ability to just intimidate everything is so good. But let's see if I can get any double protects here. I pretty much need a quadruple protect with Pinsir at this point, though it is a lost cause. But you know what? I'm just gonna go for the play that I think. You know, I'd rather take that 0.001% chance of winning than the 0%. But he continues to make good plays, so just playing smartly, switching out the Chandelure into Scrafty, getting another Intimidate off. And I'm thinking of how I could have played this match better, and he did lead with Chandelure and Amoonguss, and with my team, yeah, I mean, Klefki is probably the thing I want to just Thunderwave or Swagger, but even with Klefki, it's rough. I do get my double protect this time onto the Rotom, which actually keeps it around for another turn, as Pinsir failed to protect. So now we have an interesting matchup. Of course, it's still very difficult to win, but if Pinsir can now pull a double protect off, might be able to do something. I'm going to protect here with Rotom and go for, or with Pinsir, go for the Will-O-Wisp onto Scrafty this time. Continues to switch out though, okay. So he's smart in just making sure he gets as many Intimidates off as possible. Pinsir does get its Protect here because it failed last time. Let's see what Abomasnow goes for. Abomasnow just going for the Energy Ball, though, onto Rotom. Really smart play there. I suppose if I attacked that turn, I went for the Close Combat, or the Aerial Ace even, the return onto the Abomasnow, I might have been able to win just because I would pick up the KO on Abomasnow, though I am at -2 at this point, so it probably wouldn't KO regardless. But, you know, I'm going to protect here again. He's probably going to switch out back into Scrafty, which would be smart. He's basically got the game sealed up, and I am going to fail to protect, so Blizzard is going to take Pinsir out. Valiant effort by my team, but unfortunately, his hardcore Trick Room team was able to shut me down. Amoonguss Chandelure very effective in setting up Trick Room for him, and he's able to take a 3-0 win, but that was pretty cool. You know, it's always cool to see two big, you know, unused Mega Pokemon go up against each other. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Be pre-recording some other videos. I think I'm just going to get this series up to 50 battles. I think this is number 48 or something. So you can expect 2 more videos before the battle spot ends tomorrow. And then I'll figure out where to go from there. As if you enjoyed the battle, you know, give it a like. As always, 500 likes is the daily upload bar. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Anyway, that's it for today's battle, guys. And I'll see you next time. Peace.